Why was the cannabis advocate good at chess? Because they were always thinking a few joints ahead? Welcome to your unconventional news report. Today we're navigating the chessboard of cannabis laws, where the pawn of Sarasota is making a bold move. Yes, you heard it right, Sarasota. Florida is contemplating a switchback on its cannabis laws. It's a twist in the tale that could put a damper on your next beach party. So grab your popcorn and your thinking caps, folks. Stay tuned as we dive deeper into this intriguing development in Florida's cannabis saga. Now, let's turn our attention to sunny Sarasota, where the weather is hot, but the cannabis debate is even hotter. You see, Sarasota, like many cities in Florida, had decriminalized the possession of small amounts of cannabis back in 2020. This move was hailed as progressive, a step forward in the ongoing push for legalization. But here's where the plot thickens. The City Commission has started the process of repealing this program, essentially making cannabis possession a criminal offense once again. Why the sudden flip-flop, you might ask? Well, it seems that the civil citation program, which was meant to be a more lenient approach, has seen a staggering 90% non-compliance rate when it comes to paying fines. Out of 427 citations issued, only 47 people have actually paid up. Before the decriminalization, carrying 20 grams or less of cannabis could land you in jail and even get your driver's license suspended. If the repeal goes through, we could be seeing a return to these punitive measures. The City Commission is even considering a pre-arrest diversion program, which ironically may end up being more costly than the current fines. So, what does this mean for cannabis advocates in Sarasota and wider Florida? We'll explore that next. Before we dive into the implications of this potential policy change, hit that subscribe button and smash the like for more cannabis-related content. Now, let's get into it. Sarasota's decision to potentially repeal its marijuana civil citation program could have far-reaching consequences. The city is essentially considering backpedaling on its progressive stance taken just a few years ago. If this change goes through, individuals caught with 20 grams or less of cannabis could be facing jail time, a stark contrast to the previous civil fines. This doesn't just mean a slap on the wrist, we're talking about potential criminal records here. And let's not forget about the possible suspension of driver's licenses, further complicating the lives of those affected. But that's not all. The city is also contemplating directing offenders towards a pre-arrest diversion program. Sounds good on the surface, right? Well, not when you consider that this program could be more expensive than the current fines. This move could potentially create a financial burden for those who are least able to afford it. This is more than just a local policy change. It's a reflection of a broader societal conversation about cannabis regulation. It's about the ongoing struggle between progressive decriminalization efforts and the pushback from those who still view cannabis through the lens of dated stereotypes and stigmas. This is indeed a significant development, and we will continue to follow this story closely. As we wrap up today's news, remember that knowledge is power, especially when it comes to cannabis laws. If you're keen to delve deeper into such matters, consider joining our Facebook group where lively discussions on this topic and more are a regular occurrence. And while you're at it, do check out Sophie St. Thomas over at High Times. Their website is a treasure trove of information for those interested in the cannabis industry. And that's a wrap on today's news. Don't forget to check out the links in the description below. Stay informed, stay witty, and remember, always think a few joints ahead.